That is the train arriving into Kichijoji Station. That's the Chuo Honsen. You can also get here by the Sobu line. And in this episode, I'm going to be taking you from this station, Kichijoji, all the way to Mitaka through the forest of Inokashira Park. This is going to be a lot of fun. Let's get moving. It is a cloudy day, kind of rainy. I think it's a perfect day. Here comes the Sobu line. You can see the colors are different. That's yellow. The other one is orange. Those are the two that'll get you here from Shinjuku, or from, you can also get here from Shibuya Station taking a private line. Let's follow the crowd down, and hopefully the signal will be strong as I take you through here. Here's a map to let you know. It's about 18 minutes to get there, but I guarantee you it's going to take a lot more time for us. You want to take the park exit, which is the south gate. There's a lot to see here in Kichijoji, but this is the west gate. Make sure you take the right exit here. How you doing, everybody? I arrived here on JR. I switched trains at Ichigaya. I don't get to this area of Tokyo very much, but I took a poll. Oh, this is the wrong exit. You have to make sure you get through the right exit. I took a poll and asked people where they want to go, and Mitaka Kichijoji was pretty high on that list, so that's what we're gonna do. So let's go out this park exit, and I will take you to Ghibli. We're going to Ghibli, the Ghibli Museum. Live. And I'll try to answer as many questions as I can about this trip. Boom. We are out. Park exit right there. Let's do it. So the walk to get there is kind of interesting. I like it better than going to Mitaka Station. A lot of people will go to Mitaka Station and you're walking through kind of city. It's not a really pretty walk. Getting off at Kichijoji, maybe even spending some time here is better. Let's take the steps. Wait, I'm already lost. I can't remember the last time I came here. Wait, which way is the park? Oh, this way, okay. Oh, this is funny. You guys want to hear a funny story? All right, this is a really funny story. The last time I was here might have been Simon and Martina, who are two YouTubers. They, maybe not anymore, I'm not sure. And they had a Halloween party here. I think it was like 2016. And a bunch of us had all come together to celebrate at their house. It was the first time for me to do any kind of this YouTuber event. And who was here? Rachel and June, Charla, Chris Broad, Simon and Martina, Dan, who is the cameraman, was there. Who else was there? Michaela, and a couple of other people, I think. Oh, Tate, somebody, some fashion vlogger. And I remember walking in through here, and the only time that I ever met Chris, I still remember it, and I don't know why. He was just standing here, and he looked down, and he saw me, and just gave it one of these smiles. I remember. That's a funny story. I don't know why I remember that. That was the only time I've ever met the other YouTuber on the other side. All right, let's get walking. Taylor, yeah, that was her name. That's right. Oh, you guys have a good memory. That was 2016? Oh my gosh. And the only times I came to Kichijoji were to see my friends Simon and Martina, who we'd go hang out in some of the cafes or at their house, because they had a really nice house here. Often go drinking, and I would crash on their sofa. It's before I was married. All right, enough of that. As you can see, Kichijoji is an amazing place to live, because look at all of the bars and restaurants and places to go in and drink. It's awesome to just look at coming out of the park exit. The other side is even more colorful if that's possible. I think I was the oldest one of that YouTube group as well. I just didn't feel like I fit in. All right, let's go through here. I know where I'm going mostly, but that's what the map is for. So as soon as I get lost, I will refer to this map. This takes us past the only, well, the biggest LL Bean, so I can even go shopping there a little bit later. But you know, it's not that long. It's only about 20 minutes to get there. It's not too far. This is the Marui building, I guess you can say. Ichimaru Kyujana. This is a Marui building. There's a bunch of them. There's a Don Quixote over there as well. So actually you could go around here and then take a left, and that'll take you maybe a little bit faster. You can see there's another route, the gray one, which is 4 minutes faster. But that's not the adventurous route. This is. It's a good place to get lunch or breakfast before you go to the Ghibli Museum, if you can get tickets. I've heard how hard it is to do that. It's not that easy. Oh, that bakery is done. Now let's cross the street here, and then we're a little bit more relaxed. So you can see the walkover. Here's a green light. You can do the walkover across the street. It's pretty easy to get here, and it's not hard to miss this. So to start off, it's pretty easy to get it right. If you look, there's a station right there, just to look back. You can see the Kich, the Kichijoji. Let's get moving. Now, there's some really nice cafes before you get into Inokashira Park. Inokashira Park is one of my favorites at cherry blossom time. It's really colorful. It's green. I'm trying to think. I said it's really colorful, and I stopped for a second and said, wait a second. It's just pretty much green. I can't think of another color. But it's a great park. If you do come in the summer, they do have a zoo. There's a place where you can see elephants, I believe. There's a little bit older elephant. One of the places that I love about it is that there's a squirrel park in there. And I remember going in there and getting somewhat attacked by the squirrels. And, you know, I guess they're in a cage, sort of, a walk-in cage. They want out. So if I was a squirrel, I also would attach myself onto me and try to make an escape. Right? Squirrels are not smart. They're very intelligent creatures. They survive outside in the winter with nuts. That takes a lot to do that. All right, here's the biggest LL Bean in Japan, I think. For those of you from Maine, I don't know why. This dream has been brought to you by a shop that is used to guarantee all its clothes for life, but no longer does because too many people started to return them over the last 10 years. That's what they said. So he told me they used to do it for life, but they don't anymore. It's because people took advantage of it too much. Now it's LL Bean. This feels like fast fashion, but I still have a couple shirts from there. All right, so you could either go on the left or the right of the building. I took a left for a reason, and we're going now to the left. But if you went right, you would take a left. All right, just refer to that map. Where's the map? Okay, we're good. All right, we're about to go into the park side of it. So we've got through the Kichijoji station area. Jimmy writes in here, I'm bringing 2 medium LL Bean shirts. Oh, really? Slightly fitted, please. Wish me luck. Jimmy, that's all right. You don't have to do that. That's kind of you. This is an awesome little entry into the park because you have these shops selling fashion. It has a different feel to it, much more relaxed. Almost like a village rather than the city of Tokyo. A lot of trees and plants, and it's, again, it is quite green. Let's get a little 360 around here. I see Arthur Vandelay's here. How you doing, Arthur? Arthur's, should I get a coffee? I see a cafe here. Nice to see you again, buddy. Alleys quite often ranked as the top place to live in Tokyo, and you can kind of feel why. Just by looking at it the last 5 minutes, it's lighter. You know, it feels more free out here. It's not so like all put together, crowded. But more than that, you got like these really trendy bars and cafes and places for coffee and lots of really good restaurants. Pricey, but very good. And I think that makes it an amazing place to live because every day you're in this paradise. I remember sitting down. It's hard to disassociate this place with my friends. Here's the melon. Starbucks got something good. It's hard to disassociate my friends at this place, but we would often sit in, not often, maybe 4 or 5 times I would sit in a cafe and drink and sip coffee with them, and we would talk about how amazing it is to live here and why don't I move out here. And then I would look at the prices of the rent and go, yeah, it's actually cheaper where I live in the center than it is out here, which is pretty crazy. All right, let's get a move on. I think you're getting a feel for the area now. We've moved away from the city and going straight into it. Before I get deeper, let me introduce to you. I see we have a friend here from Indonesia. How you doing, Stepu? Let's walk into Ghibli studio with the camera on. That's not gonna happen. 1, I don't have a ticket. 2, they're very, very strict. All right, let's take a look here a little bit more about this walk that we're doing. I want to do a Google Earth here. You can see Inokashira Park, which takes up most of it. The Ghibli Museum is right there. We're going to walk kind of like an L shape or a J shape in there from the station on the left side through the park to Ghibli Museum, which is now in the center of your screen. I do this with my fingers, so it's a little jerky. There's a race, like a track over there, so we're going to go around that. And then there's the Ghibli Museum. You can see the robot on the top. It's hard to forget. I've been in the museum once and I didn't like it. I thought it was too small, too crowded, and it was kind of a waste of time. I'd rather spend my time in Kichijoji and just walking around the park. But I think if you're a Ghibli fan, you gotta do it, right? You gotta go in there. So that's our destination. Let's get moving. I do have maps, so if I do get lost, I will be found. And if you are here, I've got a couple of You Found Me cards, and you can help find me out of here. As we hear Toby's cousins making this for a somewhat unpleasant, uncomfortable walk through the park. And it just rained. Yesterday was an awful day. It didn't feel like summer at all, or spring at all. The temperature dropped as well, and that made it, I don't know, basically, after I got home from yesterday's live stream at Tokyo Tower, I was showing people the streamers here, the carp. This is the last day for the koinobori at Tokyo Tower. You can see that live stream on this channel as well. And right after I took this, it really started to downpour. And it stopped this morning. It rained all the way until then, and then I said, I'm gonna put on shorts and go for a hike. I forget the name of this bridge, Nanaoi or something like that. It's been a while. During the cherry blossom season, these are all sakura, well, I shouldn't say that. These are mostly sakura trees. And it is beautiful. This one, I believe, is a sakura tree that goes down into the water like that. Just so beautiful. And on the weekends, probably yesterday, these are all out, I bet. All of these swan boats, you can't even see, but now it's a weekday and people have gone back to work, including me, I'm working right now, is empty. Hey, Monty's here. Maybe enough for a vending machine boss coffee? I believe it is. Let's see what we can find. Let's see what we can find. Yeah, so I asked everybody, what are some of the places that you want to go to? And we had 80 comments on the community post, and nobody sees these community posts on YouTube. But to get 80 responses on that, it's pretty amazing. And Mitaka and Kichijoji were pretty high on the list. The other places were also places that I think I'm going to go to as well. So I'll do more of these polls because I think it's good to get your feedback on what you want to see. Yeah, no ducks, no swans. I did see a duck land over there. There are these birds called cormorants. I don't know too much about them. I just know in Gifu they put a metal thing around their neck and they dive down and catch fish, but because of the metal ring around their neck, they can't swallow it. So that's how they would fish in Gifu, which is pretty interesting. Cormorant fishing. They use fire to attract the fish to the surface. So if you're ever in Gifu, taking one of those boat tours is really recommended. Right down in the shadow of Gifu Castle. All right, let's see if we can put that super chat to work. I appreciate it, but I don't see any Boss coffee. I see other coffee. I see water. I always get this. I'll be honest, I just get plain carbonated water. I don't get anything, or green tea. And this is Ito, which is one of the best ones. I don't see the Boss coffee. All right, let's keep on walking. Maybe we'll find something. Oh, the Inokashira Park Zoo is closed? What? I would pay just to support them because that's the one thing I would not want to see them out of business. But Monday is a day where a lot of museums are closed. In fact, the Ghibli Museum might even be closed today because it's Monday. I didn't think about that. Oh yeah, it could be closed. Could somebody check online? Let me know. This is a live stream. So we've walked here from Kichijoji Station in 17 minutes. This is awful pace. Across Nanai Bridge. Yeah, I wasn't too far off. Nanai Bridge. And now we're going to take a right and go around here and get lost probably and make our way to Nishian Park, which we will go around to Ghibli Museum. Boom. Let's do it. Ghibli Museum is great if you can get tickets at retail value, not worth the absurd third-party markups. I totally agree. If you can't get the tickets, don't get a third-party markup ticket. It's not that great of a museum. You watch the movies, there's the ladies over there, they're doing it. All right, we're gonna take a right here. Google Maps says it's open today. Thank you, Bobby. Oh, it's such a pretty park. I smell just green. It smells green. Look there in the distance, do you see that? Ghibli's really smart. They know that on Monday, all the other museums are closed, including the zoo. So they open up on a Tuesday. Or they close on a Tuesday. Because they maximize their profits. Sounds very much like a Miyazaki business venture. Creative, the most successful creators, are the ones that can also put the business together and make a business out of their creativity, because without that, you can't grow it. So it's very amazing what Ghibli has done. But are they criminal? That's a bold statement. I just know this, in the domestic market, you can't get Blu-rays of Ghibli they're like $50 for a Blu-ray. Nobody even buys Blu-rays. And I don't think Apple TV or any of the online streaming services carry Ghibli movies in Japan. It's crazy. You have to buy it from like Ghibli directly or something. Hazmat Zero writes in here, just wrapped up a great 2-week Japan trip filled with many OIJ and PVG top tips. I'm so happy they helped, and you're very welcome. Thanks so much for telling me about your trip. You know, if you get a chance, go to our Discord server and share some of your photos in there. We have a ton of people that are in Japan right now sharing their adventure, giving people more tips, and also gives you a person to communicate. If you're not traveling with anybody, You can communicate with other travelers here in Japan. Is that a loon? Do you hear that? Is that an orangutan? That's into the zoo over there. I don't know what that is. Now, thankfully, this is still the city of Tokyo, but gotta be honest with you, there are times where I'm somewhat scared to do this walk when there's nobody around, because you're still in a freaking forest. And now, you know, there's all these people at the station. Where'd they go? Arturo writes in here, I will log into Discord and send some of my 500 photos. Maybe make a photo album and send the link and share the best 3 or 4. But the sentiment is good. All right. It says it takes 17 minutes to walk and we're 21 minutes in. I'm not good at this. So we're about halfway. Hey. Ghibli Museum, 820 meters. Boom. Let's do it. I didn't bring any bear repellent, Matt. The only bears here are just really big people. So, bear hugs. Don't see any carp in the water. Christian is here. Are we hunting samurai ghosts? Merry Monday, John Dobb. Konnichiwa. Thank you, Christian. Merry Monday. Jimmy Tuesday. John Friday, because Fridays are nice. Kanai Thursday, because she deserves a day. So I see something in there. Is that a stump or an animal? It's a stump. I brought attention to a stump in the lake. Well, it's a famous stump. So if you come to Inokashira Park, make sure you find a famous stump. Won't disappoint. I think you're getting a feeling here of at least I am. It's just green, especially in the beginning of spring when the new leaves come out. It's got that color, that new leaf color. And the smell is like moss, fresh air. It just doesn't feel like Tokyo, and yet it is so Tokyo to come Kichijoji. But I think what makes Inokashira Park even more special is the fact that it has this mysterious feel to it. And places like this. All right, we're gonna walk in just a little bit. I think this is the kind of place that you can explore on your own, but it is really nice. Kind of spend a second there. Yeah, Hazmat, it is a great photo walk. Bring your camera. I actually have my camera here to take some pictures for my Patreon postcard club. If I see something, I'm gonna snap it. But this green is just so pretty. If I can add another element like a shrine or a temple, get that striking red to it, it really makes the photos pop to have that color. You can see already the red just so strong against that green background. Now later today, the sun is coming out around 1 p.m. A little bit early. A little bit early. I smell like mushrooms. And this is, a fire smell. It's a chill in the air, but it smells like someone has a fire going. Whoa, that's a big crow. No, this is an omen. Ow, don't tell me where to go. Ow, there's another one. Get off that sign. I can't go if you're there. Hey, go. Dude, really? Look, he's gonna attack that dog. Do you see him eyeing that dog? Look, they're on each side of the stairs. These are two crows you don't want to taunt. Let's get out of here. Need bear repellent? I want crow repellent. I have music. Does this work? Does this music work? Okay, turn this off. Okay, that didn't work. Sorry. All right, let's get here. All right, this is the walk up. Oh, it's hiking up a hill. This is good exercise. All right, this is where the signal sometimes is not so strong. This is also where I tend to get lost. This is why I have a map. All right. So it seems like we went around there. Which direction should we go? All right, we want to go to the Nishien field. All right, Nishien athletic field. All right. That athletic field is where that green arrow is. So there's some good signage here. Oh no, I want to go to the, I don't want to go that way. I don't want to go, let's go this way. You don't want to follow the signs. Where's the adventure if you follow signs? Oh yeah, go that way. You know, if anyone ever see Walking Dead? You remember that one with the sanctuary? Oh yeah, we'll save you, come this way. Look, follow the arrows. Then they like made people into sausage. Don't follow arrows. Except if it's on a thumbnail like this one. Then you follow it to the Ghibli Museum. Well, because I showed you the destination. You know it's a happy place. Hey, Angel Forever 59 is here. Thanks. Yeah, well, if you're gonna walk through the park like a place like this, you're gonna think about Walking Dead. This would be a pretty interesting place to film. They should make a Japan episode. Let's cross the street. Look at this little cafe. Is this the bunny house? A cafe delivery. That looks good. That looks really good. Look at this, these cafe food. Look at that curry rice looks good. With egg on top. I could do this. They have a takeout menu so you could get it to go and then eat it in the park. Is that a deer? Is that a zombie? What's behind that tree? Is that a deer or is it? That's a guy. I saw he had like a color of deer color he was wearing. All right, just keep going in this direction. Last time I did this walk was just after the pandemic started. I think it was June of 2020, and Kanai had come with me. Is that a question? I think it's a question. Kanai had come with me? And we walked or something like that. But I do the same, I guess you could say, like, same walks in different ways, because things change. Things change, especially in Tokyo, and what was there once is no longer there. It's something new. In fact, an entire town's vibe can change in just 2 years. So when I was doing Tokyo Eye for NHK, we did like the same topics over and over again, which could be seen as boring, but they never really put them online, and once they were broadcasted, the episodes were gone for good, unless you had a DVD and they gave me a copy. Really not a good copy. And then if you uploaded that to the internet, it would be there. Something I've never done, but I could. Those old ones are really good. But the point is that Tokyo continues to evolve. It continues to change, and there's more interesting places that come up, and sometimes we lose places that we loved, and we need to see that. That's why when you come to Tokyo a second or third time, it can be a completely different one. There's totally different hotels. There are totally different restaurants. Shibuya, actually the station is totally different. Totally. Mostly. Look at that. More wildlife. What is that? Don't! Freaking crow. Get out of here. Just try not to make sudden movements. They will literally gang up on you. I've seen them take down pigeons. Poor pigeons, little pigeons, doing nothing, just drinking puddles, hanging out by a puddle. And boom, crows all over them. There was a fireworks festival 20 years ago where I saw a crow attack a little kid. Trying to fly away with him, like, what? There's an ambulance in the background. All right, so if you take the sign that says Ghibli Park, you can do that and probably shave off about 3 minutes on your time. But the issue with that is that you're walking along the street, and I think it's better to walk 3-4 minutes through the park than it is to walk along the street with a lot of traffic. It's just not a really pleasant walk. You could rent a bicycle too and ride around. All right, here's the big opening here. Boom. All right, now we're at that green spot at the bottom. That's the park. I guess it's like a racetrack. I used to run track and field. Anybody else used to run track and field in high school? Oh my gosh, that 400 was always hard. Best time was 56 seconds. Back in the day, wow, my senior year, I got really good. Kind of grew into it. 56 seconds. That was a pull-up bar. Should I do some pull-ups? Should I do some pull-ups? How many do you think I can do? Sounds like a challenge. A tripod here. Maybe I do. I do. How many do I do? I'm fit. I'm hip. I'm cool. Is that one? There's one over there. I don't want to disturb the other. Oh, now's my chance. Okay. All right, how many can I do? I'll do it full body so then you can confirm. But keep in mind, I was in. Keep in mind, I was in the in bad shape for a very long time. I'm still in not great shape. Okay, don't think that's gonna help. I do chin-ups. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The last one doesn't count. It's like 12. Oh, baby. I could have done more. I chose not to. Ooh. I earned my boss coffee. All right, follow the track around. Whew. Knowing that, you can get a little workout if you do the walk. Look at all the crows. Look, they're like in minefield pattern, all separated by 5 meters. It's like that game Minefield you remember playing as a kid? You'd get tagged and have to stand there, and then you become a minefield. Try to touch the people running back and forth. That's what the crows are playing right now while they eat bugs. Whew. And my goal is to maybe do 25 pull-ups one day. All right, we're nearing the end of the walk, our destination, the Ghibli Museum. We're just about there. I came here by the Sobu line. I changed at Nakano to the Chuo line. So I changed to the Chuo line at Nakano. And that got me here pretty quick. Oh, I see it! We have arrived! Let's go ultra wide. We're about to see Totoro. This is, if you come in this direction, you also can see the side Totoro. All right, we're there. We better pick it up. Da 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 da. If I say it slightly out of tune, it won't be hit with copyright infringements. Da 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 da. I don't remember the tune anyway, so it won't matter. All right, we're here. That's it. It takes me 40 minutes, but I'm not the brightest bulb. I didn't have my head down. I stopped for pull-ups. So, whoa, look at all the people. There's a lot of people. What are they doing? Oh, we can go into this gate. Okay, let's do it. Oh, Elizabeth, there he is. That's Totoro. That's Totoro. Let's go. Hello.
Can I take a photo with you?
You just took a photo with Totoro. Now you want one with me?
I watched all of your YouTube videos. I
Wow.
was hoping to see you here today.
Yeah, I just came out. Here, I can give you a card too.
I'm here because of his
Here you
videos.
go.
Thank you so much.
You're
Oh my
welcome.
gosh.
I'm actually live. Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Are you getting in to the museum?
We already went in.
How was it?
It was great.
Really?
Great. Yeah.
Crowded?
Very much so. Now yes.
Oh, that's the line?
That's the line to get in now.
How much were the tickets?
10 yen around.
1,000 yen? And
1,000 yen.
was it easy to get the tickets?
No, oh my gosh. It was the hardest fight I've ever put up for a ticket.
That's why I'm just walking around. I can't go inside. Great. Nice to meet you. Thanks for stopping. That's nice. Well, check this out here. So this is the line. Let's go see what the front of the line looks like. How long is the line? So this is the start of the line, just to give you an idea. 1,000 yen is pretty good. It's just about, what is that, like $8? But I'm walking to the front of the line. You're going to see. Oh my gosh. Oh, here's the entrance. That's a pretty long line. I bet you if you don't have tickets, there might be like entry, the tickets are connected to like some kind of entry time. Wow. Oh man, I wish I had a ticket. I went there like many years ago and I wasn't that impressed. So I was like, okay, this is great. I guess it's good to go once maybe. There's the robot. You can see some of this stuff just from outside. There's the robot, and there's that guy. How you doing? It's a pretty long line, but I think if you are coming to this area, you're gonna want to come here, because now that I'm here, I kind of want to go inside. I kind of want to go inside. No! Let me in. I promise I'll be good. I won't touch anything, except for the stuff you said I can touch. It is pretty crowded for a Monday. Golden Week is over. And in fact, today, congratulations to Japan. I'll do a live stream about this tonight, maybe, or tomorrow. I wanted to do this today because of the rain and everything. But today is May 8th. And May 8th means at the end of the pandemic, starting in April of 2020, Japan shut down to 72 countries, a lot of countries, including the United States. And it shut out a lot of foreigners that were living abroad, that had gone abroad and couldn't return back to Japan. It was the craziest era. Wikipedia even is incomplete with its timeline of the Japan, dare I say the word. And today it's officially over. Well, I mean, it's still out there, but they're ending it as a thing, it's downgraded. So no masks. I would still wear them in crowded places. It's part of being polite. Basically, you do the opposite of how if you're from the US, do the opposite of what you're feeling and you'll be okay in Japan. Does that even make sense? If you feel like, nah, not wearing a mask, you probably want to wear one then. I don't know, that's how I think that might be maybe kind of a way to look at things, but yeah, they did it right. Of course, they ended the border procedures changed on the 28th, right before Golden Week started. So you could just go straight through. No longer do you need vaccination cards and all this other junk. You could just whiz right through, and people are getting in through pretty quick. It's a good thing. I think it's about time, and It's about time we start to feel a little bit of normalcy. Poor little Leo was born during this time, and he's used to people wearing masks, so it's not the greatest thing. Oh, look, we can see inside. It says, "Do not enter." I want to enter. If I was Barry Allen, ここまで行ける。あ、本当？チケットできなかった。買えなかった。残念。人気ですよね。Wow. So you can see here. This is what it looks like, the exit. So there's a cafe here. That's really nice. And there's a walkway we can go up into there. And this is the way back to Kichijoji station. So you can get back up there. So it's kind of nice to walk around here. Yeah. ありがとうございました. That was nice of her. She knew I was curious and said, "Come on over." That doesn't happen very often in Japan. I'm mildly impressed. I could get tickets, but it was for one person. Yeah, see, like, it's never perfect. It's never perfect. So there you go. The walk is complete from Kichijoji Station to Ghibli. It's not that bad. And you can see it can even be something of a little adventure. You got crows, you got shrines, you have zoos, you have lakes, you have lots of green, you have a pull-up bar, you have mystery, lots of mystery. Yeah, if you go up to the top, you see the nice big robot. I think that was the most impressive thing for me, Peso, to be honest, that robot. And you have an old manhole cover. Look at that. That's I haven't seen one of these in a long time. This is an old 2020 Olympic manhole cover. It looks like it hasn't done that well. This looks like the Olympics felt to me. It's like a big mess. It's kind of neat. It's like a footnote in history. I was here for that. Carrie, don't get started. Carrie writes in here, 300 likes equals more chin-ups. I could probably, I did 14, could probably get up to 25. I could probably just double what I had too. I feel pretty good. So it was like a primer. All right, if you jump into our Discord server, if you would be so inclined, and don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already, do check out this episode. It's starting to go viral. I just made that up, but it could, because they're chickens and you never know, foot and mouth disease or whatever. But I did go to the farm. I'm jinxing. I did go to the farm and I met that chicken. You get to see him. In fact, Peter Von Gom, the voice of Only in Japan, the guy who does Only in Japan, he voiced over the chicken. So watching it just for that is actually a pretty good idea. It's on your favorite streaming platform, YouTube, right now. I hope it's your favorite. There you go. I will see you guys in another live stream really soon. We saw Nakano was on the list. What other places were there? There are a bunch of other neighborhoods, but there's so many places to explore here in Tokyo, and I'll try to take you there. May is going to be a lot of editing. Got a video on the main channel coming this week, and it seems like everything is back. Feels good. Time to get out, explore. Spring is here. Can't wait to see you guys in Japan, and I'll probably do a meetup this month as well. That'd be pretty fun to see everybody coming to Japan. We'll see. All right, have a good day. See ya from Mitaka, from Inokashira Park. Can't believe we had a signal the whole time. What? Wait, I gotta walk all the way back to the station? I'm pretty sure I could do it faster than 49 minutes. My gosh. See everybody.